Hello everyone, my name is Bo-Kyung Kim. I am PhD candidate at Seoul National University. In this presentation, I'm going to introduce an approach to accelerating the deletion in density-based clustering over sliding windows. First, what is density-based clustering over sliding windows? Here is an example. Imagine cars are scattered across the country and sending their location information to the monitoring centers. Those data points from cars form a data stream, and the monitoring system will find clusters from the current window of the data streams to detect currently congested areas. Moreover, to continuously capture the recency, the monitoring system should update the congested regions or clusters over time continuously. Density-based clustering over sliding windows. This task is called density-based clustering over sliding windows. This task finds density-based clusters from the data points in the window. And the window is a set of consecutive data points in the data stream, and the window periodically slides over time. This task can be adopted in various applications. If data points is location information of cars, it can be used in traffic monitoring systems or traffic signal systems. Or if each data point is geotagged information of Twitters or Instagram, it can be used to detect social event in real time or to track trending places. Moreover, it can be used in anomaly detection or temporal analysis. Then I will introduce some related works and major challenge in this task. DBScan is one of the earliest work and most popular work for density-based clusterings. However, it is an algorithm for static data sets, so it cannot be used to continuously update the clusters. Therefore, there have been many works are have been proposed since then. Those works can be categorized into 3 groups: summarization groups, exact group, and approximation group. And each group has a limitation. Exact methods shows good quality, which means that it produces the same clustering results as DBScan. However, its incremental operation performance is very slow. Approximation group also show good quality and good theoretical speed. However, it shows bad practical speed. Some summarization methods has some trade-off between speed and quality. Therefore, our goal is to accelerate the speed without compromising the quality. Then let me introduce a major challenge to achieve our goal. The major challenge in this task is processing of deletion. As the sliding window slides over time, new data points will be inserted to the window, and outdated points will be deleted from the window and also deleted from the clusters. In the deletion process, then we have to determine the split of, whether the cluster is split or not by the deleted data points. This procedure is the major performance bottleneck. This is because we have to explore a large number of surrounding data points in addition to the deleted points. Here is an example. Left side figure shows the non-split case after the deletion, and the next figure shows the split case after the deletion. When data D out is deleted, we cannot know whether a cluster is split until inspecting the left bottom areas of each clusters. Therefore, even when a single data point is deleted from the clusters, numerous surrounding data points may have to be explored to determine the split. It is the major performance bottleneck in updating the clusters. In this presentation, a novel approach to addressing this issue is going to be introduced. DenForest, which is our proposed approach, does not require search of surrounding data points. DenForest was up to more than an order of magnitude faster in deletion, and DenForest rapidly produces clustering results without overly compromising the clustering quality. Then now we will see how DenForest can address the slow deletion problem. Before introducing DenForest, let me explain some background about the deletion. Basically, in dense space clustering or DBSCAN, the shape of a cluster is represented by the connected component of core points, which are points in dense region. In the underlying graph of the connected component of vertex is a core point, an edge is defined when 2 points are close enough. By representing clusters with connected components of cores, DBSCAN clusters can have irregular shapes. As the window slides, some regions may become sparse due to the points leaving the window. Then, core points can turn into non-core points, which are points in sparse region, and existing connected components can be split. However, in DBSCAN, the time when core points turns into non-core points cannot be determined beforehand, and clusters are managed with connected components. Due to these two facts, it requires graph traversals to check splits, or it requires exploring a large number of surrounding data points. To avoid this problem, we propose a DenForest algorithm. DenForest algorithm introduces no-stage cores. The time when no-stage core turns into non-core can be determined beforehand. Also, with no-stage core, clusters are managed with spanning tree having special property. With the special property, it does not require any graph traversals to check splits. Now, let me briefly talk about no-stage cores. DenForest defines no-stage cores to enable fast deletions. As you can see in figures, no-stage cores are a subset of cores in DBSCAN, and they are positioned relatively recent side of the windows. And it spatially covers the cores when the region is dense enough. Therefore, DenForest produces clustering results similar to that of DBSCAN. Also, the time when no-stage core turns into non-core can be determined beforehand. Being able to predict precisely when no-stage core turns into non-core, each cluster can be managed with a spanning tree having the following property, which is if spanning tree splits, we can know that the underlying graph also splits. Since the split check of the tree is far easier than the split check of the graph, we can rapidly detect the split of a cluster. And with that property, a DenForest deletion process can be done in amortized log n time, and which is far faster than previous methods. DenForest supports 4 operations to incrementally update the clusters. insert operation and delete operation process single data points to update the clusters. And batch optimized insert and delete operations process multiple data points together to accelerate the performance further by exploiting the locality in the data points. Now, I'm going to introduce some experimental results. We used 4 real data sets to evaluate our methods, and we compared our method with 4 other related works: incremental dbScan, extraN, disk, and row double approximate dbScan. This 4 figures shows the updated latency for all methods, and white box in the figure shows the deletion latency, and the black box indicates the insertion latency. Red annotation in the figure shows the speed-up ratio of DenForest when compared to the baseline algorithm, which is incremental dbScan. We can see that DenForest shows up to 19 times faster update latency than incremental dbScan in GeoLife dataset. Also, DenForest outperforms all other methods for all datasets. Then this figure shows the speed-up ratio of DenForest deletion when compared to the disk and incremental dbScan. DenForest deletion shows up to 56 times faster speed than disk algorithm, and 146 times faster speed than incremental dbScan. And the speed-up ratio tends to increase as the dimensionality of the datasets increases. Here is the snapshot of the clusters detected by dbScan and DenForest, along with the heat map. We can see that both algorithms can detect the dense regions or hotspots well, and they produce very similar clustering results. Therefore, DenForest can produce good quality clusters with very low computational cost. Here is the conclusion. In this presentation, I introduced the slow deletion problem, which is the major performance bottleneck in updating clusters over time, over sliding windows. DenForest avoids search of surrounding objects in the deletion and is expected to support many data analytic tasks in the streaming environment. This is the end of my presentation. Thank you.